Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over.
Hey yo, what's going on everyone? Welcome to the League Ego India Invitational version 3. My name is Grizzly and this is my good friend Grey Knight. What's up, Grey Knight? How you doing, man?
Doing good. A little tired, and it's a nice, glorious Friday morning today. So, looking forward to a nice finals, and then I can grab some lunch.
It's Friday evening here for us, and I can't wait because tonight is a big day. It is the semi-final day in our League Ego tournament, folks. If you are hearing this the first time, let me bring you guys up to speed. We are running an 8-team knockout, and the teams are fighting for a prize pool of 50,000 rupees, 50 big ones, and the stakes are high. Every round is going to be played out as a best of 3 except for the grand finals, which is scheduled for Sunday. And so if you're not yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure to jump into the description. Make sure to just hit that subscribe button actually and click on that bell icon so you get notified on when we go live. We are also running a battle pass giveaway. The event is live and we give away a new battle pass every week to one lucky follower on Instagram. So if that sounds like fun to you, make sure to jump into the description and follow us on Instagram, and you might just win. Who knows, you might just be the next winner. We announce that every Wednesday. But hey, coming back to the game, we had 8 big teams starting off. We had Team Cohesion, we had Sus Squad, we had FS Esports, True Rippers, ROG Academy, Asteria, an all-women lineup. We had Team Valor and Reckoning Esports. And we just wrapped up round 1 yesterday. It was awesome. Seth and me were absolutely blown away by the talent that was on display. And I'm sure Seth would agree with me when I say that. And now we've got the top 4 teams tonight. We've got Team Cohesion facing off against FS Esports. I mean, Seth, FS Esports, what a performance from them in that first round.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I'm actually pretty excited to be seeing them on second map Icebox, since we've not seen any of these new maps come into rotation or be played in if at all. Even for once. So Icebox is definitely something I'm looking forward to, and I'm really looking forward to the teams, showing us what they got, taking those risky angles, doing those risky plays, doing those freaky fast rotations. And so Icebox, personally, I'm really looking forward to it because of the fact that both these teams have talent. Both these teams have shown us that they've got what it takes, and so now it's just going to be a duel to the death. So Icebox, really interesting. Happy it's in the rotation.
One thing probably that I'm disappointed by so far, that every match in round 1 has ended with 2-0. We haven't seen a single match go to that tiebreaker. What's up with that, dude?
I think that teams that have been able to get a nice momentum have been able to just push it all the way. And when you are capable and when you have a momentum like that, I think mentality plays a key factor in this. Like, it boosts the mentality of the people who are already in the lead. Whereas I think the players that didn't win round 1 or weren't able to pull through or pull their weight, especially the individual players who are not in the scoreboard at all, like below 5 kills, below 7 kills, I think it really is influencing them, and for some reason, they're letting it get to them, which makes it even harder for them to scale an already uphill battle. So going forward, I would expect the other teams, even if they lose game 1 and they're headed to game 2 and 3, that they should keep their calm, shake it off. Don't worry about what happened in game 1. Just brush it off and go to the next thing. The next game is a new game, an entirely different avenue, and so they should be able to be calm and collect themselves and get to game 2 and probably hopefully give us a game 3, or at this rate I think it's a winner take all.
I think so too, man. I think so too. Another disappointment possibly is that we haven't seen any map apart from Ascent and Haven, dude. Ascent Haven split, that's it. We haven't seen Icebox, we haven't seen Breeze. I mean, okay, I get it. Okay, people don't want to play Breeze, so that's probably the first map that they're banning. I get that. And maybe we'll see it in the grand finals because that's a best of 5, but today, we're going to be seeing Icebox for sure because it's map number 2. Folks, the map pool for today is going to be Ascent, Icebox, and Haven. In case you guys didn't catch that, Team FS Esports is going to be kicking us off on that defense in Ascent. Honestly, man, I'm tired of watching Ascent games. I really am. Almost every team, every game's been Ascent. The first map's been Ascent.
I couldn't agree more. I think it's getting a little bit on my nerves. Even watching this graphic of Ascent is giving me a really sleepy vibe. But I will say this, the last tournament that I was able to cast in stateside, the first map that everyone would pick was Bind. So we had nothing but Bind games. So it was always me saying shower this, shower that. And every team was running it down on shower. So saying shower a lot and hookah a lot really got to me. So I'm kind of happy that we're watching a whole different thing. What else is there on Bind? Man, no, it's like, okay, but there was a teleporter play that was just, and if I could get a replay of that, that man is a genius. He sent a raised drone through the teleporter and confused and Garfunkel the whole squad. It was amazing how this one man was able to confuse an entire team.
And I think that's
Stuff
why
like that.
That's why pro teams want to avoid maps like Bind, because the teleporter adds a dynamic that you simply cannot control, you cannot predict. And but yeah, I mean, hey, it looks like we're in, bro. We're in. The game is all set to get going. Let's get a view for our viewers, and maybe we'll walk everyone through that agent select as well. No KO pick tonight. Are you a little bit disappointed to see no KO on Ascent?
Again, it's Ascent. I think that you should go with agents that you're comfortable with. I wouldn't necessarily pick an agent that you have not played too often. So picks like these classic agents like Raze, Jet, Sova are definitely something that I love seeing. I'm a big believer in Killjoy now because of every play that we saw yesterday with the Nanoswarm on top of the spike as soon as you die. Those plays really do make the difference. That Nanoswarm hurts.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Alright, looks like we are all set, and it's going to be Team FS Esports, folks. Let me remind you who is going to start out on the defensive team. Cohesion. Immediately getting a first kill. Nightzera outside of A main. Is Killjoy doing the entry, fragging here today on Ascent.
Love the fact that these two Cactus are kind of blocking that push, and Cohesion are committing to it. Very well done, and Cohesion. But two more FS get two more taken out. Coley gets a headshot onto Omkar, and just like that, FS. FS is like getting absolutely blown out of the water. Early Omkar, sacrificial pawn, their strategy.
First round in the bag, man. First round in the bag for the attacking side. And Team Cohesion will be happy with that. I'm not sure what was happening there with Smoke A. We didn't get a chance to go through agent composition, so I'm going to do that real quick right here for you guys. Kohli once again on the Astra, no surprises there. Cactus on the Raze, and that's an interesting pick here. I'm interested to see how that works out. Smoke A, this man, how talented is he? We've seen him on the Phoenix. I've seen him on the Omen last time around, and today he's going to be on the Sova. I'm excited to see what he's got for us today. Igor is going to be on the Jet, and B2 is going to be on the Killjoy on the side of Team Cohesion. Fired up once again on that Jet. Excited to see. I can see he's already started to save for the operator. Nightzera on the Killjoy. Kon is on the Sova. SK, wow, also on the race. So interesting here. Both teams going in for that race pick on the Ascent, and Omkar is going to be the controller of choice. It's going to be on Omen.
I'm surprised that FS has just left side A completely open. again, fired up. I respect you for checking wine corners. We know that what happens when you don't check wine. But regardless, FS completely leaving the site empty. And there you go. That's a beautiful kill for Nightzera, with B2 killing Nightzera, avenging his friend. Only killjoy alive in the game right now. Point towards Cohesion eSports. They're really going for that same play. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what we always say. A beautiful kill by Fired Up on the B2. Connie gets God, and just like that, Cohesion have gotten another round for themselves. And I don't know why FS eSports just left that site open.
I think the play for them there was they were going on a full eco and they just want to stack one side and sort of hope that the odds would work in their favor. It was a full eco, so I guess not too much harm done, but I like what you said. If it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Yeah. Well, like Cohesion, I respect them for running it down the same play. But yeah, I don't know if third time's a charm for them, as you see them stacking up on site B, or maybe Fired Up can make a little bit of noise, get a few picks on A, and then run it back. I always love a good bait and switch.
This time around though, FS eSports more calculated. A couple of players here, both the duelists in fact on A side, and B2 and Smoke A are going to be holding down this B side. Smoke A just droning out that B main, making sure there's no sneaky lurker. He does actually tag someone.
Oh, there we go. Fired Up sees. Yep, there you go. I was waiting for that. Fired Up's cursor placement was on point, and he had eyes on God, and got just a little bit too far. Does not even get a single hit onto Fired Up. And Cactus gets a beautiful kill onto Omkar. SK Wow onto Cactus. SK Wow to Coley. 2 crisp headshots. Just like that. Cohesion eSports. Is this gonna be another round in their favor?
FS eSports will be worried here. They had a full buy coming in. They need to make this count. 2 Vandals here on opposite sides of the map. B2 needs to get a pick here. Smoke A elsewhere will pick off Fired Up. That's a big one. B2 gets another one as well.
Just like that, a 2 for 2. Smoke A doing the heavy lifting. No wonder he's your favorite. I love it.
It could be a shotgun kill. It is.
Oh my god!
Smoke A, this man. Unbelievable. How many agents is this guy good at? Are you kidding me right now? A shot that kill? Wow. We're gonna see that again on that replay, man.
The entire round for his team. What a dude. The clutch play for all you kids out there. Absolutely. This man got nerves of steel. Jeez.
He does. FS eSports, I mean, they needed that round. Alright, let me put it that way. They needed,
really
it was a full buy, it was an investment. They had to make it count, and Cohesion were just playing on that bonus from the SMGs from the previous round. So now we will have a full buy from both sides. It looks like, in fact, FS eSports, because they lost those 3 Vandals, are going to be coming in with just a couple of Spectres and a Sheriff. So need to make this work somehow for them on defense. Oh no, I got...
Oh.
Wow!
What the?
He knew he was gonna die to that boom bot, and he had a choice to make there. He went for the headshot and got the kill on SK. Wow.
What cost, man? At what cost?
Everything. That Sheriff. Surely.
Out of my way. Concealment. Taking that back.
I mean, Smoke A just spots a drone, and he's about to drone himself. Maybe catch a few lurkers on long A. The Astra smoke goes down. He's gonna check wine real quick. Yep, there you go. I love it. I love that this team is checking wine. We've seen it time and time again how that can be a complete detrimental factor towards your team winning an entire round with just one guy holding down his sights, waiting for the perfect opportunity to get a couple kills. But Smoke A just shuffling around, standing in mid, and now moving on to site B, headed towards Boathouse. Man has clearly shown his potential, and I'm excited for everything that he brings to the table for his team. And you can see FS now stacking up, and Smoke A gets a beautiful kill on the Fired Up, who misses every single kunai on the Smoke A. But sadly, Omkar had his sights on Smoke, and he came out of the car. I'm going for the plant.
Spike planted.
3 versus 3. This is doable, I would say.
Yeah, I think if FS play into the hands of Cohesion, Cohesion definitely have it in the back. Cohesion don't need to be aggressive. They just need to play for, pretty much they need to play for time and let FS do the heavy lifting. They're not in hot water yet, and B2 in a little bit of a difficult spot. Cactus gets taken out almost instantaneously. The boom bot doing a lot of work on B2. Gets taken out by Omkar with a beautiful sing and a 3K.
It's a cleanup on aisle 5. Am I right?
Absolutely true. Like I said, FS walked in and all Cohesion had to do was clean up the dirt.
Round number 3 in the bag for Team Cohesion, and FS eSports will be a little bit disappointed with that, and as a result are going to be forced into another eco round themselves with only one round on the board on defense. Must be feeling a little bit nervous about themselves. And Seth, the magic number for Ascent, we called it. It's going to be 5, and if Team Cohesion is looking at 5, they already got 3. They gotta be feeling good about themselves.
That's not fair. I was thinking about the magic number, and I was like, man, maybe I shouldn't say anything. It's only 1 to 3. You know, there ain't no 5 yet. But then I was like, hold your tongue, man. Magic number. But yeah, we see Cohesion. Yeah, SK beautiful headshot. Oh my gosh, a nice headshot.
Being shut down by Cactus. Picks up the Vandal as well. This could be the game changer here for Team FS Esports. Picking up a Vandal for free.
Oh, fired up. Yeah, fired up gets a beautiful kill as well onto a nice good headshot. And there we go. It's a 3-for-3 just like that. Advantage to Cohesion with the health bars, but we've seen you do not count Smoke out. That man definitely has some clutch potential in him today. The odds are in his favor.
I wonder if he's going to pull out his Hunter's Fury. He does have it as an option, and he can deny the plant on A side if Team Cohesion decides to take it down to the wire.
There you go, a beautiful showstopper by Cactus.
Another kill. This could be an ace. This could be an ace for Cactus.
And they do! Oh, beautiful ace for Cactus.
It was an amazing round. I mean, he started that round out with a shorty. That's all he had in his hands. He shut down the showstopper from SK Wow, picked up his Vandal, added 4 more kills and a showstopper of his own. Unbelievable. Team FS Esports, I feel like they're playing better when they don't buy guns.
I don't know about that, but I'll tell you this. That probably was the first showstopper we saw land all tournament. I think because there's been a couple whiffs and I didn't want to say anything, you know. They are under a lot of pressure and it can be hard to hit that giant hitbox, but I really am happy for FS. He was able to show us that showstopper is definitely nothing to be messed around with, and fired up. Sadly, the recipient. Beautiful, beautiful ultimate.
I got just missing out. I think he saw him taking the damage for that kill. A second one as well.
Nicely done.
Should probably pick up a third as well. He will.
Oh!
Spike down mid.
Fired up gets a beautiful kill on the Cactus, and FS really showing the enemy team that he's no one to be messed around with once he's got that op in his hand. Fired up still didn't work for his team. Do not count him out. They have just 11 health left as the op. Definitely be scary with it. Will he go for the save or will he go for the cheeky play?
It's a 1 versus 3, and I think Team FS will definitely not allow him to save. They would want to hunt him down. So fired up. There you go. You need to get your gun out, buddy. You need to get your gun out, buddy, when you're walking back out of A main.
And he didn't check a crucial angle and lost that op. And let's see if Team FS picks up another op. There you go. They've got the op. They give it to iGod. And I think fired up might be kicking himself for just, handing the enemy team an op. And now you see Smoke on that Odin. We've already seen him do some incredible things with that in Boathouse, or not in Boathouse, sorry.
B-main.
To B-main. And man, I'm ready for one of those plays again. I didn't even know that was a possibility that you could just dink so many people. And there you go. He's already got his angle on. And that is not going to be fun.
There's people in the chat say like the match has barely begun and there's already an Odin.
You should run.
I mean, it's a fast-paced game, and like Chris has been saying, it's all about that momentum, and it's not about the credits, folks.
iGod is inflicting that damage with the operator from A Heaven. No players detained in the lockdown, and out comes Smoke Ace Hunter's Fury. He's definitely gonna take Omkar with him.
Oh! iGod gets a beautiful kill on the Nike Zera.
Standing ahead.
And that op, and then he's going, oh no! And Fire claims his op for himself again, and then instantly takes down the Who is spraying and praying with that Odin.
It was a peak spray. It was a peak spray. He's peaked while spraying. And Smoke A. He's looking in a mood today, Seth.
This gun is illegal. Stop. I don't want this gun. What is this gun?
Oh.
What is this, Call of Duty? I thought we were playing some Valorant. Man.
4 boards, 4 rounds on the board for Team FS Esports, and now I think the confidence is really starting to flow. You can see it in them, and Team Cohesion need to stop this. They need to stop this. If the momentum starts building towards Team FS Esports, we've seen how they absolutely can run away with it. Do you remember that match against True Rippers on Split yesterday?
Get out of my way!
I do, and that's why I'm really excited about this game. Yeah, and especially freaking Smoke A over here, man. If he doesn't find success in Valorant at some point, you know, there's one thing I can tell you: FaZe Clan is watching him with that spray and pray, and they definitely would like to recruit him for their Call of Duty team. This man, oh, that spray control on that Odin, I don't think I've ever gotten a kill on that gun.
I got missing 3 of his op shots, and that is unfortunate. But Cactus
Cactus.
undoing that damage, picking up those 2 trades on mid. SKY was solo. This nade could be the end of him. It is. It is.
Cactus, what? I love this. I love when you can get a kill on Raze with a nade or a boom bot. Those are so satisfying. Man, that's like a big momentum boost. Like you're mentally in the right spot when you get a kill like that. It feels so good to do that, and I'm just happy, man. I'm like, Cactus is probably having a great time. It's a Friday night for you guys. He's playing video games with the boys, and they're just kicking back and taking it slow. And there you go, Cactus with a 4K. Easy takes that fight up with a beautiful headshot.
4K for FSF. Team FS are looking so strong. They're looking absolutely strong today. And I saw I got missing a few shots with that operator, and I was thinking, hey, this could be the one, and he missed his shots on SK. Wow, and SK almost getting the kill on him, but Cactus jumping out of that A-shot position and saying, hey, I got this, team. I got this.
No, I'm loving it. I'm loving every single person on Team FS's side. Cactus is pulling out those top frags. Smoke definitely showed his team that if they are not able to do something, if they make a mistake, he's got their back, and he's always willing to pull it. Oh man, even like I got with that op, just a gift from Team Cohesion.
Look at this, Kohli. What are you doing, Kohli? This man is the audacity. Look at him.
Wow, he's just peeking, and yeah, he does get punished. It's insane, man. He got punished here, but hey, gotta give the man chops. He kept that team there for a little bit, giving his team the intel that they needed, and Cactus is able to pick up a nice kill on the fire up. Or I got
Did you see that? Oh my god.
Did you see I got?
I did.
Shot in the face. Risky play. Oh, then there you go. Cactus pulling it forward for his team. He too claims the op for himself, and FS they'll have rights to that off. Man, that's a gift that's been kept on giving for this
It's
team.
a gift that just keeps on giving, man.
There you go. A timeout. I think I know why. Cohesion definitely need that timeout. I won't lie.
Absolutely.
Rounds are going forward. The things aren't looking a little too hairy for them. Again, it's only a 3-round difference. We've seen teams pull it forward. Definitely not a shortage of good players on Team Cohesion side.
Absolutely.
We've seen Cone, SK WoW fired up, do a lot of incredible things. They too have 2 top fraggers. Raze and Jet are definitely 2 agents not to be messed around with. So I hope that this timeout is beneficial for them and they're able to pull themselves back.
I think so. And said another thing I want to point out: the score was 3-0 after 3 rounds. In the favor of Team Cohesion, and Team FS Esports have just put 6 rounds back to back on the board. I can see some folks in the chat are like, "Hey, this is an agent composition that I haven't seen before from FS Esports," and that's such an interesting point because I was talking to some of the folks from FS the other day, and they were like, "Yeah, we want to mix things up because they've become more predictable when they've got Smokey on the Phoenix and the plays in the Indian scene. They've seen them, they've studied them, and so they just want to mix things up, and that's why they went with Smokey on the Omen yesterday, and I was like, hey, what's going on there? And today Smokey is going to be on the Sova. So absolutely, man, whoever that was in the chat, spot on with that observation. They are trying out new agent compositions, and hey, so far it looks like it's working.
No, I agree. I agree completely. FS have a beautiful, impenetrable defense right now on Ascent, which is actually refreshing to see because yesterday we were able to see a very close-knit game on Ascent with both teams able to close rounds out really, really quickly, both on defense and attacking. So it's nice to see a team that is able to lock sights down, hold their ground, not let the enemy team have any way, and push them back if needed. With Smoke definitely coming in clutch with that beautiful Odin, FS I got, with that nice op, getting those few early kills, stopping that momentum that Cohesion might have built up. But hey, they just had a timeout. I think they might have talked to their coach, and I think they might have it in the bag. Cohesion might just take it a little bit slow, which I think is more beneficial for them. And moving forward, if they are a little bit careful, check their angles, play a more precision-based game, I think they just have it in the bag.
Take a look at where Cactus is right now. Just take a look at what this man is doing. He is in mines.
We've seen.
He's got the showstopper set,
again,
and there's 5 players in front of him. There's 5 players. That showstopper. That showstopper could be the end of this entire team.
That would be. Oh no! Oh my gosh! Oh, he only got
I
one.
don't know how he only got one. I don't know how he only got one.
Shock that does get Night Zera though.
10 seconds left.
Timer definitely not in the favor of Cohesion. They need to plant and they need to plant right now. And he doesn't get a kill. Fired up gets iGod, who was just about to get.
One enemy remaining.
That's a better person
It's
on
a
the
1
trigger.
versus 2.
B2 has
It's 1
the
versus
advantage. 1 versus 1, and yeah, fired up, touching it up for his team. Good job, buddy. Proud of you. That showstopper was a big disappointment.
How did he not get more than 2 kills in that showstopper? I'm not quite sure. I would love to see the damage statistics after that showstopper. Perhaps that astral cosmic divide just throwing him off a little bit and aiming a little bit too far ahead. As we know, it is based on.
He aimed it too far. I thought he aimed too much on the ground.
But that's how the showstopper works, though. It's based on the area that it lands and its area damage. And so you need to be able to it's so confusing because you basically need to aim at the feet, and that's what gets you the best.
Because I always thought it was agent dependent. Like if it hits an agent, there's a bigger blast radius. I got with a beautiful kill on the Omkar with his op, and this guy is on fire with that weapon.
You know, I think FSC was pretty disappointed with losing that last round. They were set up perfectly. They were set up perfectly to shut that down, but unfortunately they did. But hey, credit to Team Cohesion. They're looking like they don't want to give up. The momentum shift has happened, but they continue to fight.
No, I like it. I like that Cohesion eSports were able to pull that round. I think FS do not have anything to worry about. They've got a nice 2-round cushion. They can pretty much play to their strengths. Just shake off whatever happened in the last round. You can't let things like that really push you down, or another team will get the momentum and use it to their advantage. And right now, both teams are built for success. And you don't want anyone to have any sort of advantage whatsoever.
Absolutely. And Ganesh, Rossi, and Naman Garg, you guys are absolutely calling this. Ganesh is like, wanted to see Cactus on the Jet. And hey, that's the pick we're more used to seeing from FS Esports. Cactus usually plays the Jet. So I am interested to see how he's going to fare on the race. Giving them some room, but Smokey, this man is relentless.
1 enemy remaining.
This man, has he traded that gun at all, or has he just kept it?
I think it's the same gun for the last 4 rounds, dude. I'm not even kidding. I am not even kidding.
Last round
this guy has just been relentless with that Odin. He has no mercy and no patience, and you saw what it did to the enemy team. Not only did it destroy them, they were afraid to even walk into that area. Jeez Louise, this guy.
Jeez Louise is right, dude. I can't believe it. As a result, Team Cohesion, the last round of the first half, and they have 3 people without rifles. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. And you have to imagine, that this round is definitely going FS Esports' way unless Cohesion does something ridiculous. Smokey here with that drone. Doesn't get too much information, and SK WoW survives.
God, watching a beautiful angle. If Team Cohesion decides to rotate, iGod might just have their number written on this rifle. FS Esports really watching that side A down like a hawk, and for good reason as well. Cohesion finding it a little difficult. The timer's still in their favor. They've got plenty time to set up. Again, I might. Oh, there you go. Cactus with a beautiful kill on the SK. Wow, if you don't make the push, we will, says FS Cactus.
Right.
Definitely
Absolutely.
an aggressive play. My God, watching a beautiful angle at B main, and Omkar might just get a little too excited and lose it. This might just be... Oh no! And he does get that shot onto Omkar, who's just like a deer in headlights. And a wonderful kill. Coley gets a nice kill on the
30 seconds
up,
left.
and this might just be the
It is a
There you go.
flawless round, and I was so disappointed to see SK Wow progressing on a shot because he was only one of the two
Switching
players in the team
sides.
with a rifle, and they lost that rifle way too early, and as a result ended up losing the round. I got clinical with that operator outside of B main, making sure to punish anyone who walks into that scope. But Seth 8-4 at halftime, the magic number has not
Let's
been
not
reached.
vibe.
Has not been reached.
Five,
That-
yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
telling you.
It hasn't been
Can't
reached.
say that, man. Don't invoke the magic number yet. Just don't do it. Don't do
I mean,
it.
I started talking about it because it was 3-0, and I was like, hey, 5 seems to be a piece of cake, but FS Esports have just shown up and turned things around completely. 8-4 at halftime. It's anybody's
Who
game.
knows? Maybe right now Cohesion have the advantage. You know, they did. I mean, FS did do better while defending, so Cohesion might just be able to do better while defending as well. I gotta give him chops for that, holding that angle for the longest time possible. Fired up, gets a beautiful kill on the smoke, avenging the honor of his teammates after round of being abused by that Odin.
Abused is right.
I'm pretty sure.
Abused is
I'm
right,
pretty sure
dude.
that feels really good right now. But both teams at a four-man advantage. None of them seem to be having some sort of advantage. I do think Cohesion have a little bit of props with being on the defensive side. I got now rushing in. Will he get a kill with the frenzy? He might not. SK Wall gets a beautiful kill on the I got, who was just a little bit too hasty with that frenzy. Not able to pick him too much either. There you go, Cone. Putting a nice dart onto the side entrance. Is he gonna get a beautiful kill onto that? We'll just have to see. It is pistol round, so it might go in the favor of Cohesion, which they desperately do need. Cohesion get a nice kill on the
30
Cactus.
seconds left.
Better rate wins, and there you go.
remaining. Spike
Cone
down B.
killing Coley off. A duel to the death. He's only able to turn out to 70. Just like that, SK Wow gets the last kill. Cohesion Esports.
Welcome
Round
round.
under their belt.
Welcome round for Cohesion Esports. They needed this, and I've talked about how important the pistol round can be, because many times it's the beginning of a shift in momentum. And for the sake of Team Cohesion, let's hope that is the case. I want to talk about Cone 3 for a second. He held down that B side till the very end, expecting that last minute rotation. That is exactly what FS Esports had in their mind. I think it was Coley and B2 both just outside of B main with that spike. And when that spike went down in first lane, it was pretty much curtains for the team.
Yep, no, I absolutely agree. There you go, Cone. Pulling the same moves that Smoke was, but man, you gotta have some sort of game sense that only Smoke possesses over here. You can't just blindly fire, my guy. But a good chops for this guy for trying. Definitely looking for that boathouse kills. Nike there gets a beautiful kill on the FS iGod. iGod here a little disappointed with how he might have played that. SK Wall gets a nice kill on the Cactus again. Showing up and showing out. SK Wow with that frenzy. And it's really good with that gun. B2 gets a beautiful headshot with that classic on the Wow. And Smoke, will he be foolish enough to peek a beautiful swing? Why? Oh no! What? Maybe a little too excited with that swing. Two people watching. I think he should have rotated, but I think they knew that it was a little too difficult for them to pull that off. And just like that.
I think he felt confident
Round
because he
one.
managed to get that dink in that first peak, and Smokey just back to
He
himself.
did. He got a headshot.
Yeah, but it was a classic, and so with a classic, when you dink, it's only 78 damage. You won't get a kill, and so he wanted
That's
to
sad,
just
dude.
yeah, and that's probably what it is. But hey, there's someone in the chat, Seth. Ganesh Rossi is like, what is the magic number?
Yes.
Someone in the
You
chat
take
is
the honor
asking
to
about the
explain
magic
that.
number, and I think we need to talk about it. We will just at the end of this round. I'm curious to see how Team FS Esports will respond to this. They have full buys all around, and Kohli's even picked up Aries. An interesting choice there.
Cone, man, if you want to use that Aries, that would be a good time. Spray that wall right now. Man, he missed that opportunity. I think go for it. Yep, there you go. There comes the spray. Stopping the entrance, but a Jet is able to come through. Hopefully be able to get it. Oh, there you go,
Down,
Cone!
B.
Beautiful spray and
Last
pray with the
player
Aries.
standing.
A nice kill by SK Wild. Beautiful kill by Fire. Just like that, they're able to take out. Okay, still avenging his team. The Aries still doing a lot of work. Smoke A be chunked down by Cone. It said Sova off. A battle to the death is better with these spray and pray guns, and SK Wild takes out Smoke, who was a little too low to fight. But I love that. That was a chaotic that was just a chaotic 7th round for Cohesion. But I'm happy that they're pulling it back. Like I said, they're at defense. They might just be in their element.
Alright, it's time to talk about the magic number, folks. And the magic number is basically the number of rounds that an attacking team wants to take away with them in the first half as they go on to the defense. And we talked about how that number is different for different maps. And for a map like Ascent, I personally feel, and hey, I'm not a pro, but I personally feel that number is probably 5. And the way Team Cohesion started this game, that momentum, that 3-0 I think the score was, I thought the magic number was going to be a piece of cake, but in the end it wasn't to be. The rounds actually ended up at 8-4. But Team Cohesion really pulling it back in the second half. 3 rounds back to back on the draw. Their economies are looking absolutely bloated. And on the side of Team FS Esports, eco round after eco round is forcing them
One enemy remaining.
to lose out. And there you go. The
Oh my
smoke
gosh, that
kill.
was a quick round.
Another flawless round in the bag from Team Cohesion. This is definitely going to hurt Team FS Esports. And I think we're going to see something special from them now for sure. Full buys coming in from their side. Cone 3. It's not quite an Odin, but it is halfway there. It is an Aries. Still putting it to good use. We saw that shutdown earlier on at B main. But yeah, Ganesh, Rossi, I hope I answered your question, man. That's what the magic number is. It's just something for us to talk about on different maps. And we'll get to Icebox in a bit, and it'll be interesting to see what the magic number is going to be like on a map like Icebox, which is probably a bit more balanced and not as defender-centric.
I have the spike.
It's true, but Cohesion, man, a little bit too much momentum on their
Deploying
side.
drone.
FS need to really kick it up a notch and stop this momentum, or they're gonna get run over with the
Yeah.
way that Cone
Yeah.
has been playing, and his team have been surgically finding wherever these teams are wherever these players are located, and able to take them out one by one. With the relative lead as we go forward. Nice there with a beautiful kill on the Cactus. SKY gets a kill on the Coley. SKY gets a
Spike
beautiful kill on the
down
Smoke
A.
A. The Showstopper and the Vandal doing heavy work. This guy, but FS completely run over right now. A little bit too scary, but a 2 for 2 with almost similar health bars.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've done really well. They've done really well to pull it back to a 2
yeah.
versus 2. And now the Killjoy lockdown is going to force the players out of the side. An easy spike plant in terms of their HPs. iGod has a big role to play here. iGod has a big role to play here. He's got 93 plus 36, and B2's only got 36 HP.
Right, and I got it a beautiful position. Cone definitely making that smart move of shooting down hell. I got might be in a little bit of trouble as he
No,
does see that head.
that was the
I got
mistake.
what?
That was the mistake.
Last player standing.
But
B2 gets a beautiful
B2
kill
keeps
on
it
there.
alive. He keeps it alive.
Anyone's game right now. Have to play for time. SK Wow now. Will he be able to find B2? Or B2 be able to take him out? B2 does take him out, and just like
my
that,
genius doesn't stop in
FS
the
secure a
lab.
round for his team. That was wonderful. I love that. And out of the shadows, I think if he had stayed inside, he would have been able to be a little bit more comfortable in taking that kill. And definitely that Cone was able to spot him just because he just got a little too excited, I guess.
Definitely breathing a sigh of relief right now is Team FS Esports. That momentum was once again beginning to build on the side of Team Cohesion. And I don't know what it is, man. The way they come in to each of these halves, right? They come in with this momentum. They bring this passion. It's just easy for them to put on 3 rounds back to back. And ooh, Smokey baiting out that first up shot from Fired Up. And now they're gonna go at it. He gets dinked. This could be the end for Fired Up? It is!
Wow, FS, a strong beginning for them, definitely.
Look at Cactus
really
go!
pulling his, yeah, he's on fire. 17 kills already. I got not to be toyed around with either. He's got his ultimate out and he's looking
He does.
for Ed. Cactus and I got definitely an unstoppable duo right now. He'd be able to find somebody. Man, FS players already double digits, most of them, and he does find a beautiful head. SK Wow connects. And he might be feeling a little too sad after that one. 4 blades in his hand, 1 player left standing. I think FS has got it in the bag.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh, this Odin could be dangerous. Goal 3. He did not just do that. Kohli has an op though. Kohli has an op though.
Stone peeks and he gets shot down. Stone pulling off a move from the FS playbook, but Smoke telling his team how to counter it.
Way too close for comfort. That makes me nervous. That makes me nervous. Oh my goodness. 10-8 on the board, FS.
That was scary indeed.
It was.
That Odin is nothing to be messed around with. Now, that makes me wonder, do these players play Call of Duty as well? Those Odin plays are no joke.
Right. Well, I would say most of these players are probably CSGO pros, and I know for a fact that Smokey was in the pro CSGO scene, and many of these players, in fact, not just Smokey, were a significant part of the CSGO pro scene in India, and things were looking great for us until a certain individual by the name of Cohesion kind of messed it up for the whole industry, but no chance.
I'm sorry, I heard about that. Oh, a beautiful kill by Kohli onto Omkar. Man, FS really finding their rhythm once again. 2-round wins have really pushed them into that driver's seat. Kohli with that op is now surgical with that.
I have the spike.
Smokey checking his corners. Look at this guy go. Call him John Wick and give him a gun, because this man is on a mission today.
Team FS have really pulled it back so well. Once again, they find themselves in a 5 versus 3 situation, and I think on the side of Team Cohesion, they need to be asking themselves, what do we need to change up? Because in the blink of an eye, they've got the momentum back on their side. FS eSports after that great start from Cohesion in the second half.
30 seconds left.
Fired Up has a good position. He will take down Smokey, gets the spike.
Spike down mid.
Yeah, Cactus really watching that angle really well. I was very curious as to how long he would hold that angle. FS in a little bit of a trouble. They need to plant or kill Cone right now. FS planting, and there you go. IGOT has got the spike down.
And look at B2. Look at B2 and Kohli. They know Cone 3 is here. The spike plants in A, but they're like, nah, we're gonna get this guy. And it's gonna be 11 rounds, man.
Yeah, Cactus has been watching these angles really well. Even when he's not overly excited with those satchel charges and getting kills left and right, he is doing some good work with watching those angles and taking those lurker kills. Man, you gotta give props to him. Again, there we go, Cone 3. But Cone with that Odin, maybe thinking that he can make quick work as people might enter through B main, watching that like a hawk.
Fired Up,
waiting.
Doing really well to get the pick onto IGOT now. Team Cohesion.
Fired Up with a nice set of ultimate knives. Got the knives, they're sharp, they just need to find Cactus. Will Cactus win? Gonna have to wait and find out. This is the duel of the century, folks. 4 blades, full health bar. Will he be able to find his head?
Seth, I know this is a nervous moment, but I need to tell you about this joke in the chat. Someone's like, is it Bakr Eid? And they're like, no, why? Because I just saw some goats being slaughtered.
Oh, very funny.
Oh, well played, man. Well played, Kevin. Well played.
But in other news, Cactus able to find his head before Fired Up is able to take out Cactus. Those blades were just not sharp enough for him. Cactus does get
one enemy.
Knife Zero.
Spike
what
down A.
are you doing? Was he just lurking?
I think he just aggressively pushed out of A side.
I'm just tired of no action happening. I think Nightzero is gonna run Coley down, and that might just be the end of this round with it going easily into Cohesion's phase.
Apes together strong, man. Apes together
There you
strong.
go, Apes together strong. Pull my move. Do
10
it.
seconds left.
Ooh,
No,
that
Coley,
tracking.
let's get wild,
That
though.
tracking from Kohli was impressive to say the least, but Omka was there.
Definitely, yep.
Omka
I'll
was there.
definitely do some damage on that economy. I'm really happy for Coley, but yeah. I don't know what Nightzero did there, but man, he pulled some magic out for that round.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. Let's take a quick look at the scoreboard, folks, and we talked a lot about Cactus, and there you go. His numbers speak for himself. 19 and 13, he's looked so sharp, and I'm curious to see how many first bloods he's got on there. And let's not forget to talk about the man himself, Smoke A, 14 and 12, looking so good today with that Odin in defense and making around attack as well. And I want to also talk about Fired Up and SK. Wow, they seem to be doing their job. 20 and 15 and 19 and 16 respectively. So definitely, I would still say this is a close game, but hey, Seth, they did not get the magic number, and I think that's what's going to come back to some of them.
Magic number, really? Maybe, man. But Nightzero gets taken out by Cactus, who just sees him jumping down a little too late. But Nightzero did a lot of work.
Look at this lineup from B2. Look at the lineup from B2. Wow. All the way from A main into A heaven. Interesting.
Yeah, and now taking the cover of the smoke, definitely a smart thing to do, but his cursor placement might need to be on point. Coley planting the spike now, definitely getting that early advantage for his team. Cactus takes out SK. Wow, advantage out towards FS.
For sure.
Will
For
they
sure.
be able to take this round for a clutch, almost victorious game one? Just have to wait and see. Definitely not gonna count out Cone if he can make quick work with that Odin. Fired Up takes out Coley almost at point blank range. That
Ooh, Cohesion fighting back here.
And just like that, Cohesion is not going to be taken out.
Smoke A's got the
Beautiful
Hunter's
Hunter.
Fury though. He's got the Hunter's Fury. He's gonna stop the...
And there you go, B2 watching out.
Somebody needs to peek him ASAP. He does, and Smoke A will be there to save the day.
What was that?
I thought for a second the way Fired Up was dashing towards Smokey to kill him, I thought it was curtains for FS, but somehow Smokey has pulled it back. 12-9 set on the board. Match point. Match point.
This. E2 and Smokey are brothers in arms. That is a bond forged only through war like that. And that moment is when you truly define that that was a friendship forged through anguish. You saw what happened.
Well said, man.
E2 had his brother's back.
Well
he
said.
didn't let that man die.
That's what it's all about. That's what teamwork is all about.
Gotta love good players like that, man.
Like
Real homie right there.
Giving away his life way too cheaply there, in my opinion. And this is going to be difficult for Team Cohesion to somehow pull it back. They do have more or less buys. Cactus is going to take down SK. Wow, Fired Up gets Coley.
Fired Up with Coley.
But Cactus cannot be stopped, man. This man is on a roll. Ooh,
I got as an
Cone 3.
own.
A double kill with the Hunter's Fury.
Spike planted.
He's like, hang on, I'm not done yet.
Yeah, dude, Cone time and time again has shown that he is able to just bring it and run it back for his team. This man is definitely not someone that you can count out. He's pulling these amazing, amazing plays, with not only with the Odin, but with the ultimate. Will he be able to go for
One
this?
enemy
I got,
remaining.
oh, there we go, B2. It's coming out. Now up 2. Okay. Let's see if he can do that. Well, getting a little too dinked out, and that shock arrow might just be enough to kill him. And Cone 3, definitely
He gets it with a shock dart, so what goes around comes around. Smoke A, he got a shock dart kill as well in that first half, and this time it is going to be Cone who comes out. I mean, let's talk about utility for a second. A double kill with that Hunter's Fury, and then getting the last kill onto Smoke A with a shock dart, and clutching the round for his team. Team Cohesion, they're not giving up easily. They are not giving
I'm
this
just
one up
telling
easily.
you, Cone is learning from Smoke like a student from a professor and just applying it then and there. This is like physics lab in high school for me. You learn it and you do it right there. Cone 3 is living his dream right now. This man's living his school days, let me tell you that.
Absolutely. Folks, this is a best of 3, so if you are Team Cohesion fans, do not be disappointed. They have every chance to come back. We're going to Icebox next. And following that, if it is going to be a tiebreaker, we're going to be headed over to Haven. Nike Zera will get a
Spike
turret
down
kill
A.
onto B2, and that is unfortunate. Look at the aggression. FS, what are you doing, guys? Oh my goodness. A's shot was absolutely decimated.
Remember, Cone is still up and he's got those angles. He gets a kill on the cactus, and just like that's a 2 for 2. Only planting. Will he get a kill? The drone comes out. We will be able to maybe tag only
player
behind
standing.
those boxes, and just like that, Smoke gets taken out, and I think this might be a round in favor of Cone.
It is. It will.
Strong in the health part
For
is
sure.
not.
Kohli with 5 HP. Surely. And he does get
there you
taken
go.
down. He does get taken
Car
down.
with a shot to yeah, he was just too low. That was just kind of sad. But Cohesion, man, they're putting up a fight for sure.
But that move into A3, A shot, that was disgusting. 3 players jumping into the smokes. Unbelievable.
I think Fired Up was a little disappointed as he was hiding there, and he could have put in a little bit of a trigger discipline and shot 2 of them, but I think he got a little too trigger happy, was still not able to pick anyone, and got taken out very quickly. That was a little unfortunate.
Team Cohesion live for another round, 12-11, and if they can somehow nab this one as well, we are going to go into the first overtime of this tournament. I'm kind of surprised that there hasn't even been a single overtime game yet. But maybe it's this one. Maybe it's this one. We're gonna have to wait and see. Team FS eSports not going berserk like last round. They're gonna play it a little bit slower. Smoke A gonna drone from this mid position, trying to get information into this A3 area.
Enemy mark.
Tags the turret for his friends.
It's hilarious that Cone 3 has not climbed up the leaderboard yet, but this man always clutches it for his team.
Back-to-back rounds, you're right. Absolutely. Does Fired Up have an op?
Every time.
No, he doesn't.
Oh no, nobody has an op in I think either team right now. Yeah, they're both going rifles, not risking it. I think that just goes to show you that they're done playing an angled game. They're going in for those aggressive plays, left and right. So I think all of these players would be more comfortable on Vandals and Phantoms. That's why we're seeing a lot of them come out. Again, both teams playing this very cautiously, as they know one game could be the end of a glorious game 1, and whoever gets this momentum definitely able to breathe a little bit easier. Smoke watching his
30
angles,
seconds
watching
left.
his sectors, man. This guy, I love this guy. He watches everything so carefully, so precision perfect. No
He's like
room
a
for
surgeon.
any mistake whatsoever.
He's a surgeon, man. He's a freaking surgeon. Fired Up will get a
Fired
kill
Up
here
is a
on
nice
iGod.
Oh! SKY with a beautiful showstopper on the cactus.
10 seconds left.
Cohesion is in the driver's seat. Advantage to them. Holy plans a very aggressive plan. They're gonna run it down. And there you go! SKY with one kill. Okay. B2 gets a kill under SKY. Coach gets a kill under B2, and this might just be a round in favor of Cohesion.
It is, and folks,
There you
we
have
are going to be going into overtime. That's what this means. And hey, for a second there, you thought Team FS Esports was running away with it. You did think that FS Esports was running away with it, didn't you? I mean, I certainly did. At 12-9, I think it was. 3 rounds back-to-back in Team Cohesion. They need to
Switching
figure out a way to do this more often. They
Overtime.
always win rounds in sets of 3. They get 3 rounds and then they relax, and they get 3 rounds and then they relax. And once again, man, another good bunch of rounds coming together, and now another timeout coming in from Team Cohesion. I think everyone needs a breather. Set. I need a breather. I know that this game has been so intense so far.
Yeah. I agree. That has been an intense game for sure. And man, these players are neck and neck. Goes to show you, we might just be able to see our first game 3. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I really hope that we get to see game 3. But I mean, if anything, this is our first overtime game, which shows you that these players are definitely of the highest skill level. These players are definitely players that were supposed to be in the playoffs. They are definitely pulling their weight. Incredible plays from each and every member of their team. There's no one that you can look at and be like, wow, you're just in it for a free ride right now, aren't you?
No doubt, man.
Every single one doing incredible work for their team.
No doubt. And I think if this overtime is something to go by, I think we're going to see map number 3 tonight in semi-final number 1. And it's only fitting, folks. If you're just tuning in, guys, this is the League Ego India Invitational version 3. My name is Grizzly, and the other person you're hearing is Grey Knight, my good friend. And we're going to be bringing this action for you guys. Every round is being played as a best of 3, except for the finals, which is going to be a best of 5. The prize pool, you might ask, 50,000 rupees. 50 big ones. And I'm super excited to see how this action is going to unfold later tonight. We're going to see Team ROG Academy taking on Team Valor. Man, they look so good yesterday, and I'm excited to see them. Bullet, man, I was talking to Bullet a little bit earlier, and I was telling him you guys absolutely lit it up yesterday, and I'm excited to see them playing today as well as the first round of overtime gets going.
And ROG and Valor, both of them incredible teams. I'm gonna be at the edge of my seat all day today.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go, fired up, going in for the aggressive push, goes for the plant. He gets shot in through his smoke. He gets shot by B2, who had his sights just at the right angle. Oh my gosh!
3 picks, really quick. 3 really quick picks, and all of a sudden, Smokey, he needs to make this Odin work for him. Nope, he drops it.
Will Cohesion just be able to win it this round?
It's gonna put a lot of pressure onto FS Esports. The momentum surely is on the side of Cohesion.
Vectors here now breaking open that market door.
Turrets destroyed.
Watch it. Waiting patiently. Knows that he's gonna be the one. He's got a 24 frag. A beautiful nade will attack anyone.
This will be the end. This will be the end for FS Cactus and SK. Wow, finishing things off, and Team Cohesion has round number 1 in overtime in the bag. Oh, the pressure is on, set. The pressure is on for Team FS Esports. They need to find a way now. They need to dig deep and find it in themselves to somehow pull out a round here and push it to another round of overtime.
Out.
I agree. I think Cohesion have definitely written it back. I think if they win this game, it was well deserved. They were in a very big deficit, and they still pulled it off. This was a team that fought tooth and nail for their victory. This team never messed around. This team always through hard work and sheer effort was able to pull this off. Every member of the team should be proud of themselves for how they were able to achieve it. And if they take this round, couldn't be happier. It's amazing. This team it's well deserved.
FS Esports aggressively.
SK Wow.
SK Wow denying. Smokey finally will put an end. Will finally put an end to him. A 2 versus 3 situation. Team FS. Smokey is gonna get spotted out here. That Odin, is he gonna put it out?
Oh no, he is not.
I got puts an end to cone 3.
It's a 2. Will this be a 13-all going into a golden round? God, might be
Last player standing.
Yep, there you go. Omkar definitely takes him out. Fired up now, waiting for him. Smokey takes out Omkar, but it's instantly taken out by Smokey.
Win.
Cohesion with a beautiful victory. Man, I hope they're proud of themselves.
I did not call that, Seth. I absolutely did not call that. What do you think about that? 12-9. And I think that means they won back-to-back 3 + 2, 5 rounds back-to-back. Team Cohesion. What are these guys on? I think the chat is surprised. I'm surprised, Seth. I think you're surprised too. Team FS Esports were really pulling it back here. 8-4, and despite not reaching the magic number, pushing it into overtime. Wow.
Look, Cohesion, man, they were down for the count. Like, you and me both saw it was a 5 or a 4 round deficit going into halftime. They were definitely, I'm pretty sure they were definitely having some issues, and with that timeout, they were really able to pull it back, and they ran it back. That was, if any team deserved this victory, it's them. Like 100%. They played to their strengths. Not for 1 second did they hesitate or keep in mind, let their mental go and be like, wow, we're really far behind, and let the enemy take it over. Because FS would have like stomped on their necks if they knew that these guys were down, but these guys were not on their knees. They went to war, and they showed us that you can come back, and they did. Went into overtime, and man, couldn't be happier. This is what gaming is all about.
Absolutely.
True glorious, well-deserved victory. And I'd need a sandwich after that. That makes me hungry.
I think I need something to I need something to calm me down. That game was intense. I mean, we're going to take a quick look at the stats before we jump into this break, folks. But FS Cactus, I'm not surprised to see him right up there. He's got an average combat score of 285, 24, and 19. He looked solid. 4 first bloods, fired up 4 first bloods. But I want to talk about the standout player from Team Cohesion, and he's somewhat of an unsung hero, right? He's the Killjoy. Nike Zero on the Killjoy. He had only 15 kills, but take a look at the number of first bloods he's got on him, Seth.
Oh my gosh, yeah, this guy. Yeah, definitely. We've seen that time and time again how much that first blood does for every team. If you get those early kills for your team, man, really pushes their mental and really makes them confident to take on a fight or make an aggressive play if you want that. So Nike Zera, yeah, kudos to you, my guy. 8 first bloods is definitely something to be proud of. I think that might have been the highest amount of first bloods that we've seen in the game so far.
I think so. I think I saw 8 before as well. Was it? I can't quite remember, but I think I saw it before. But hey, can I show you something else? Nike Zera has as many first bloods as both the duelists on the opposition, Cactus and I got put together. That's insane.
That's insane.
That is insane.
That is insane.
Locking down the site with the Killjoy. Nike Zera, we saw him push out of A main a little bit earlier on, and you were like, was he just bored and he just came out to have some fun and he just destroyed like 3 people? But hey, all things considered, man, Team Cohesion, well played. We really started to write that one away in the favor of Team FS Esports, but Team Cohesion said no. They said, we want this map. We're going to head over to Icebox next, folks. This is the best of 3 if you're just tuning in. The map pool for this one is going to be Ascent, Icebox, and Haven, and we're really counting on this one to go down to the tiebreaker, so make sure you guys stick around. If you haven't yet subscribed to this YouTube channel, what are you even doing? Jump in and do it right now. Click on that bell icon so you get notified on when we go live. And also, we have a Battle Pass giveaway that is live. If you want to win a Battle Pass, a free Battle Pass that is being given away, we give away a new one every single week. All you got to do is follow us on Instagram. That's it, and we pick a new winner. The winner is picked out of one of the random followers is going to be picked, and you just might be the next winner. So make sure to jump into the description, find us on Instagram, click on the follow button, and stay lucky, I guess. With that, folks, we're going to head straight into the break. But don't go anywhere. This break should not be more than 2 or 3 minutes. We'll be right back with live action. The next map up is Icebox, and I'm excited, so don't go anywhere, folks.
Game over. Game over.
Alright folks, welcome back. That was a really short break. These teams are all set to get going, and there's a slight correction. The next map is in fact not Icebox, it is actually going to be Haven. So my apologies for that. The teams are more or less ready to go, but hey, let's talk about that Ascent game again. What was going on there, Seth? We really thought FS eSports was running away with it, but Team Cohesion really doing well. And we talked about this earlier, the strength of character you need to find in yourself when you're getting absolutely mowed down and pummeled into the ground, and Team Cohesion have showed that they have that, and that's a sign of the top players.
I agree, and again, both teams looking really good. Wait, I thought Icebox was the second one.
It was. I mean, I think the admins made a mistake there. It was actually Haven. Icebox is going to be map number 3. So yeah, it's going to be Haven next.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I was like, man, I was really excited to comment on some Icebox
You sound
plays.
disappointed.
Yeah. Well, we've seen the same rotation time and time again. I think this was like yesterday too. It was Ascent and Haven back to back.
Man, I'm tired of casting Ascent games. I'm just there. I said it. I said it. I'm tired of casting Ascent games. Players, if you're hearing this,
Master bias.
give us some Icebox, man. Give us some breeze. We want to see some breeze in competitive play. We can't wait. And hey, maybe we'll see that in the finals. Who knows?
Choose your agent.
But yeah, folks, for now, we are more or less set. This is a best of 3. So hey, if you're an FS esports fan right now and you're like, dang, I can't believe we lost our first map, don't be disappointed. This is a best of 3. Anything can happen. We could just see Team FS esports absolutely showing up from round 1 and picking up rounds, building that momentum. They're attacking first, so hitting that magic number, and that just might take us to the first ever tiebreaker in this tournament. And I'm still so surprised that we haven't gone to map 3 even once, and it's gonna be Icebox. Excited for that. But folks, for now it looks like the teams are more or less in, and we'll jump in to see that agent pick. Any predictions from your side, set on agent compositions or the score overall?
Man, I don't know anything yet because Haven, like I said, I like the classic agents. I do not know, but well, I do know that like Cone and Smoke are 2 people definitely to be looked at, both on their Sovas. Again, I'm really excited about that. They do exceptionally well with their Sovas, and they've been able to make great use of the utility, great use of every single thing that is in their kit. So I'm happy to see both of them back on that. SK, wow, back on a fragger. Definitely a good move on that part, because we've seen some incredible plays from him. Cactus, fired up. Nike Zero back onto that Killjoy, and maybe he's gonna get his team that push that he needs with all those first bloods that he was able to get from the last round. So overall, I like their team composition. I like the 2 fraggers on both teams, or 2 fraggers on both teams, and I'm really looking forward to what team takes it all.
A lot of presence shown early on, and in fact FS have lost a player. Fired up, getting a sneaky kill from A shot. A good start here for Team Cohesion, defending first on Haven, and a Haven can be a tricky map to defend, surely. I mean, we should talk about that. The third side, and Cactus here picking off, fired up from that A long, a crispy headshot, and now he's in trouble. He might be in trouble. Cone 3 is going to get picked off, and B2 gets a kill, and now Team FS esports turned it around. They lost that first player, but now a 4 versus 3 in their favor. Team Cohesion are going to fight for this A side. SK, wow, on the Phoenix is down to 10 HP.
Spike down A.
How is he still alive?
Man.
Standing.
Oh my god,
Nigera.
it's beautiful. SK, wow, looking for those kills, man. He's a little too
remaining.
low right now. Smoke A just might be able to get SK out, and then he
Smoke
does.
A. It is that
Smoke
man
A
once
showing up.
again, man. And we talked about this set. This man, what an impact he has had in that last map, and even in that previous round 1 fixture against True Rippers. And we talked about how I think that was Haven as well, and True Rippers, I think it was Paradox, one of the players knifed Smoke A, and he was like, at that point, from that point on, he was an absolute beast. And since then his form hasn't stopped whatsoever. He looks like he's in great touch.
No, I agree. Smoke A definitely feeling a little sad after that last game. He definitely had it in him, and he was able to pull through. And I think he does feel responsible quite a bit, because he was doing a really good job, and I would be too in myself if I was able to not rounds off. And there you go, the drone spots. Beat Nightzera. Smoke gets a triple kill on them, and Nightzera gets Cactus though. SK WoW trades for iGod, Coley for SK WoW, and just like that, it's a 3 for 3 for both teams.
A 3 versus 3 retake. The only problem here is Team Cohesion don't have the weapons. I can see that Fired Up actually has a shorty, and the other two players are only with classics in their hands.
I agree. Vector doing a lot of work for B2. B2 gets some beautiful kills, and FS Smoke gets the last kill on the cone, showing him that Sova is made for him.
Amazing, amazing. And this is, I'm happy to see Team FS win a pistol round. They've not been doing that consistently this tournament, and somehow that has come back to haunt them many times. But this time I'm really happy to see that they won pistol, they went ahead with the second buys, and picked up that round as well. And now they need to put in something special here to win a bonus as well. Let's take a quick look at the economies, folks. On the side of Team Cohesion, Nightzera will have a full buy. SK WoW with a judge. I need to find out where this man is sitting. It looks like he is in B side for now. There's no players there at all. A lot of presence being shown from Team FS eSports outside of this A side. I'm not sure if the commitment will be there though. Smokey is gonna drone out and get shut down almost immediately, denying any information. Is Fired Up.
Nope, he gets up. Yep.
That wasn't the right dash.
Wow.
It wasn't the right move from Fired Up.
That was definitely not. Fired Up getting a little too fired up there, my guy. But a beautiful kill, 3-man, waiting for this man who almost dashed right into their guns, but is taken out almost instantaneously. Let's see if FS is able to run it back. Will they make a lot of noise at A and run it back to site C, or will they stick with site A? Cone gets a nice headshot onto iGod with his Phantom. And these, like, again, FS needs to make a call on this. Are they going to go for it, or are they going to run it back to site C, which is being carefully droned out by Nightzera right now. We've seen this man pull off some incredible plays with not only his gunplay, but also his bot. So
30 seconds left.
It's going to be a matter of time.
We talked about that SK WoW judge move, and it might just be the difference between these two teams. Take a look at his position, folks. This could be huge if Cactus doesn't spot him out.
Oh no, he does get spotted out.
He does not. He does not. Gets both those picks.
Cactus got shot by the judge with smoke saw. Thought he would have turned, but I guess they were just in such a hurry to plant. They did not pay attention, and they were punished heavily. Kudos to SKY for that beautiful judge kill. That was very cheeky indeed.
It was. Scoreline, folks, now is 1-2 in favor of Team FS Esports, but they do have a little bit of a scattered by Cody with a Spectre, and Smokey is going to be running that Bulldog. But on the side of Team Cohesion, SK WoW really starting to pop off early here. He's got the run it back as an option. 5 rifles coming in from them. FS Esports showing some intent outside of A side to start things off.
I agree. Both teams are doing really, really well. The defenders are definitely all really excited to be inviting them into their home as they brutally execute their defensive maneuvers, whereas the attackers, definitely not people who want to be trifled around with. They're taking these picks and they're popping heads left and right. So both teams, again, see no difference in performance from last round. Both teams doing exceptionally well and able to make the clear precision plays that we've been seeing time and time again. Fired Up gets a beautiful kill on the Cactus with Smokey trading with that Bulldog for his friend on a headshot on the Fired Up. What's gonna happen? Smoke on that beautiful line of sight from heaven.
I know exactly where you are.
That's the neural theft being pulled out. This is going to be helpful for Team FS Esports to make a decision. It looks like they are aware of Code3's presence in A heaven. No one really paying much attention to it, surprisingly.
Well, I think they might be on the fact that they're just not having to worry about the fact that it is smoked by Astra. And so for a little bit, they can just be a little frivolous with that sight. And they don't need to focus too much on it. Smoke does get a sight on the Nightzera, and he knows exactly where he is. Omkar gets a beautiful kill on the Smoke. smoke does take out Nightzera, and they're gonna go for the defuse, and that will be round 2 in the favor of Team Cohesion.
A very well constructed retake coming in from Team Cohesion, showing us why they're a pro team playing at the top level. That retake was absolutely amazing because they had to deal with a couple of players who were on site. There were a couple of players on A shot, but those peaks coming in with absolute precision in the end, making those headshots count. It was all too much for Smokey to do in the end. And the scoreline now, folks, is at 2-2 even Stevens, might I say?
Oh, it is. It really is. And both teams, man, they're doing an exceptional job. I can't really put my finger on who has a better advantage, the defense or the attackers, but man, Cohesion and FS both doing an incredible job. I think both of them have a finger on the pulse, but they're just finding it a little bit difficult with each passing moment of how to carefully approach and find those crazy momentums that they've been able to find. Omkar just might be able to get a cheeky play off, and there you go. He does get a kill, and another one.
Player standing.
And I think FSI God might just be hearing an earful for his team for just not watching their backs and them having to pay for it, because he did have this sight on that smoke. I think he got a little too confident over there when he didn't see anything come out for the next 2 seconds.
Absolutely.
That's gotta be disappointing.
Absolutely. I mean, it was an eco round coming in from Team FS Esports, let's not forget. And despite that, it was a shutdown. I mean, there's nothing better to call it. It was a shutdown, absolutely. And with that, Team Cohesion are going to take the score line up to 3-2. Team FS Esports, this is a big round, a big gun round coming in from them. The investments are there. And a lot of presence in A. Let's take a look at how this push is going to construct themselves. FSI God leading the charge here on that Phoenix. They run it back. A is going to be pulled out. He's going to find an empty site, so the spike plant should not be an issue.
Yeah, the ultimate from Astra coming out. Very clean ultimate over there. Let's see if they're able to make quick work out of that. They do get the spike planted. Both teams have 5 men alive. The Killjoy ultimate comes out from Nightzera, who's definitely not looking to be messing around with it. I thought SKY spotted Cactus, but Cactus definitely takes advantage of that moment and gets 2 very cheeky kills on Omkar. Smoke that site and try to penetrate into that site and try to retake it for his team. It's a 3 for 5, and will they just be running it back to save?
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
That's the call. It's a 3 versus 5, and they're very, very guarded about their investments. I think all 3 players still have their guns. Country doesn't even have shields, so an interesting choice there. Nightzera does have 150 HP, so they don't want to challenge this. What is this player boost that Cactus is doing?
Yes, classic CSGO.
I did not know you could player boost in Valorant. I thought you couldn't.
Oh, I thought you could with the sage walls and stuff. Everyone used to do that on Haven and get those like from defender side. I know you could get a couple sniper kills. I don't know if it's still possible or not, or did they patch it. Even in like mid B, you can do like a sage wall and just have a jet upstream, and you have enough height to peek into defender sight from mid B.
Right.
I don't know if that's still a thing, but
it's still a thing. It's still a thing. And there are a couple of spots on Haven. There's a couple of spots on Haven as well where the jets do that. And for now, fired up with the operator, he needs to make this one count. He's already in a very advanced position. Does have the option to dash back.
B2 watching this site very carefully of mid. Cactus also waiting for his approach. All teams not being aggressive because they have seen that aggression is punished very heavily by either team. So calculated risks, watching their angles.
Fired
There
up,
you go.
should have
Cactus
connected.
Cactus spots Omkar on the mid B as well. And Cactus just might know where he is.
Great paranoia coming in from Omkar, denying a lot of vision.
Oh, and there you go. SKY takes out Cactus and Coley. Nightzera takes out
One
iGod.
enemy remaining.
Cohesion. Definitely now back in the driver's seat with only B2 left and Apes together strong once
30
more. And all they
seconds
got to do is hunt that man down. Oh, yeah, I think they might just wait for B2. There you go. And Cone gets the final kill. Gift wrap package goodbye.
That was a big round, Seth. That was a big round. And FS Esports losing, that does mean they're going to be forced into another eco, most likely. Or maybe not. Maybe they're going to be forcing the issue. I know that. Oh, so Cactus does have the option of the Blade Storm. I see what they're doing. They're going to go with full buys for 4 players except for Cactus. And he is going to be pulling out that Blade Storm, the knives of the Jet. And hoping that they will be able to pull this one off. They need to be wary though. Fired up with that operator is guarding that A long sight aggressively. And not allowing any wiggle room whatsoever. This time around, he is going around that suicide.
Get out of my way.
Okay, wow, over here watching this side B like a hawk, but now he probably gets a notification from his team to move on to side A as they might be making a cheeky play. Fired up with that beautiful op shot onto iGod, who was probably a little disappointed in letting him have that angle. And there you go, running it back with the ultimate. SK, wow, will he be able to do anything with it? He does not go in for any aggressive play yet, and he will run out of that. Run it down. Smoke gets a kill onto the resurrected body. SK, wow, still watching that angle. Smoke, knowing that he might have given him the advantage. Oh, teams, 4 for 4. You're just gonna have to wait and see. The timer definitely not in the favor of Team FS. They need to make something happen with only 40 seconds on the clock. Tick-tock, guys. Tick-tock.
And that recon here really breaking the play. The play was that they want to simulate a rotation, but it wasn't to be.
There we go.
In the end, Smokey coming in with those 2 kills.
I know exactly
Nightzera,
where
the
you
last
are.
man standing. Will he be able to make quick work of this team or die in vain?
Spike planted.
Man, a beautiful play. That recon dart again. Like I said, Smokey definitely knows what he's doing. 2 versus 1. Coley gets nope. Coley is not able to take Nightzera. Nightzera might just put a bot down. Will he be able to take out Coley, who's pretty low on health? But Coley, it's a nice headshot onto Nightzera, and just like that, the
That
attackers
headshot
have
was
taken that
snappy.
round.
That was a snappy
Even-
headshot.
Evens again. Wow.
Stevens
No,
again, man. And FS
We don't know.
Esports, they needed that round. I mean, they really needed that round. And I think they were 3-0 up, if I'm not mistaken, right? They were 3-0 up. Or was it 2-0?
No, I think it was 1 and 2, and then it was 2 and 2, and then 3 and 3.
So
They've always
very,
been like neck and neck.
even.
Yeah. They've always been neck and neck, and that's the most surprising thing right now. Compared to last game where a team had a clear advantage and one team had to climb a hill, should I say, not a mountain. We're still not able. They were still able to, and it was a big battle. Oh my
SK,
goodness,
wow.
Cohesion! SK, wow!
Oh
just let him
my
have it
goodness.
With a 4K! Holy! Flawless round. Golly gee.
Team
Man
Cohesion.
came here to game.
Wow, that was a statement. That was a statement. That was them making a statement. Pushing out of Garage and B main. SK, wow. Playing like he knows no fear. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. FS Esports here need to recalibrate somehow an eco round this time around. B2 is going to force with the Vandal. He does have enough for a next buy though.
Omkar over here watching that site. That paranoia may not connect. They're going through Garage. iGod gets a nice flash on. Omkar waiting with that paranoia. The Astra smoke comes out now. Omkar in a little bit of a tricky spot. Will he be able to get another cheeky play like he did previously? He does spot iGod. iGod might have heard the shot. Omkar might need to rotate over here. Go get the Nightzera takes out one of their team members. SK, wow, with another 3K.
It's a shutdown, man. It's a shutdown. As
Wonderful.
Team Cohesion are really showing up here. I need to take a look at the scoreboard. SK, wow, he's been putting on those 3 and 4Ks back to back. He's on 15 and 6 right now, absolutely dominating this scoreboard. Omkar is not far behind, 10 and 5. Heels look deadly. And hey, we've already spoken about Nightzera and how brilliant he was in that first game with those 8 first bloods. And folks, with that 6-4 on the scoreboard, Team Cohesion with a 2-round buffer. Smokey on the side of Team FS Esports doing well as well. 11 and 7 for him. He's just 1 kill away from that ultimate. The Hunter's Fury will be available for him. fired up here, peeking in that A-long section with the AWP, and now moving in.
Beautiful kill by Night0 on the Cactus. SK wow kills IGOT in his ultimate. Night0 gets another kill on the Coley. Cohesion
They found my
pulling
wife.
off these moves, but FS not too far behind with B2 on that crisp headshot on.
Camera taken out.
Man. Wow. Own gets a beautiful kill on the IGOT. 3 for 2. This might just be looking Cohesion favored, but don't count FS out just yet. They were able
more
to pull off
charges
some
left.
cheeky moves, and it is B2 and Smoke A, and we've seen incredible plays come out from Smoke A with those utility shots. Let's see. Cohesion just need to let FS walk into their
retrieved the spike.
sight. Just play it safe. Omkar has a nice little angle with that.
Omkar.
30
jiggle
seconds
peek. Will he
left.
be able to
Omkar
find
has a
Smoke
crucial
A?
peek here.
He does not. Just. Oh.
Last player
Yep,
standing.
there you go. Omkar takes out
Spike
B2
down
with an
mid.
eyes on Spike. The entire enemy team rotating onto Smoke A, who might just go for that kill that is taken out by Omkar first. And just like that, GG Cohesion eSports with an
Last round
easy
in the half.
3-round win. Or 3-round lead.
7-4 on the scoreboard, the last round of the half. We talked about it. Haven's magic number needs to be a little bit higher because we know it favors the attackers because of the additional sight and the possibilities that that presents to the attacking team. And having said that, I'm afraid Team FS Esports don't have enough rounds on the board set. 4 rounds. I'm sure they'll be looking to do whatever they can to win this round. 5 Spectres, 5 SMGs set. That's worrying.
It is a little worrying, and I think this might just be another round going towards Team Cohesion, but we'll just have to wait and watch because FS might just call a timeout and run it back. I think it might be high time for them as well. They're definitely like not looking in their element right now. Owen gets a beautiful kill on the Cactus. Fired up gets a nice kill on the IGOT. Omkar, will he be able to teleport up on that box and get a good kill? Not so fast. Fired up takes it into account.
One
Kills
enemy
B2.
remaining.
Smoke gets a nice headshot on the
Spike
Fired Up
down
Cone.
A.
Another headshot on the Smoke. And just like that, Cohesion are in the driver's seat, and they just need to ape out the last standing Astra.
The spike is not with him. And the paranoia, the timing on that paranoia was brilliant as Team Cohesion will wrap up that first half.
Yeah.
8-4. I
Switching
did not
sides.
call this. I did not call this. And Team FS Esports, I'm sure now, will be a little bit nervous about this, calling a timeout immediately, and that's understandable. We're going to take a quick look at the scoreboard.
Like I said,
Absolutely, man. We're going to take a quick look at the scoreboard, and now SK, wow, 15-8. He's been a standout player for Cohesion, would you say, Seth? Oh, or maybe Omkar.
Omkar was just, man, he was clinical with those garage pushes, because whenever FS was trying to push through those garages, it was just crazy how Omkar just always knew when to pop out of the smoke. And I think a lot of it was also just IGOT not paying attention and moving away a little too quickly when he had 2 people already watching an angle right in front of him. So he should have had that angle right behind his team's back, giving Omkar like those 2 easy cheeky kills. And man, he was really able to pull it back for his team. Those paranoias have always been on point. Those smokes are on point as well. And Omkar definitely someone who needs to be looked out for during this game. And if things go the way they are with Cohesion right now, they just might be able to take it in the bag with 4 rounds in their favor.
I'm a little bit concerned as to why Cactus and IGOT haven't been able to win those gunfights early on, and
Yeah.
you can see them languishing at the bottom of that scoreboard, and that's a worrying sign for Team FS Esports. Surely, they can still turn things around in the second half. Not all is lost yet. 10 seconds on the board. We're about to get the second half going. Any predictions on the final scoreline from you? Do you think we're gonna see Icebox?
Pick them off.
I really hope we do, but the way things are going, only Smoke so far has been consistent in his performance, and Cactus has been kind of falling short on that jet this time. I do not know why, and IGOT as well on that entry fragger has not been able to do a lot of work, and now that they've been swapped to defender side, I feel a little scared and nervous for this team, and if they're not able to pull through Cohesion are in definitely a very good spot to just run them over. And there we have it, folks. A long C push by Omkar and fired up with that spike. Fired up going into the site. Gets instantly shot by Coley, who is not having it today. B2 gets a shot onto Omkar, who gets shot by Coley as well. Cone gets a shot onto Coley. B2 onto Cone. And just like that, these are the first signs of life we're seeing after that timeout. SKY takes that I got. SKY takes that smoke A. And nice zero. And what was supposed to be in the favor of FS is quickly in the favor of Cohesion.
I think that's
that's
the worry here. That's the worry. And rounds that you think are already tilting in their favor somehow. Players like SK Wow and Nagzera just coming in with those impact kills and pulling it back their way. That round, surely you would imagine, should have gone the way of Team FS eSports. With B2 and Kohli getting those two crucial picks in the beginning, we were looking at a 5v3.
You're absolutely right. It was a 5v3. Those two kills were definitely not necessary for Team FS, but they were still like it was still advantage towards FS, and they were just not able to utilize it. With SK Wow able to pull off those sick flicks and those crazy moves, and this man has just put his dancing shoes on and is just dancing around the enemy team, getting these nice headshots off, and another kill right before he dies.
Spike planted.
SK, wow, I do not know what this man is on, but he is on fire for sure.
Absolute fire. He's got 20. He's dropped 20 kills already. And we are just getting into this first half. An extremely solid performance from Team Cohesion, it has to be said, right off the bat. And I know they had a slow start in this particular map, but man, 10-4 on the scoreboard. FS Esports, what are you telling yourselves right now?
FS, he even had a timeout, and like I said, I called it. They had to have that timeout because I think they were losing momentum too fast. But even right now, the way things are looking, man, I am not feeling confident in FS's abilities. Even when they get like a two-man advantage, they're still not able to reinforce those sites and pull through for their team. And players like SK Wow are taking advantage of that mental barrier that they seem to be having. And SK Wow goes in for that cheeky play, gets caught by Cactus on his resurrection. Could be peeking that again. I hope not. SK Wow. Omkar gets a nice little smoke. Omkar hiding in that smoke. Will he get a kill onto Kohli? He knows he's there. Kohli says not today. Gets a beautiful kill onto him. SK Wow and Cone. Now the only sole members who need to pull it back for their team. iGod gets a beautiful angle onto Cone. They know exactly where he is. They just need to let's just get him out. Yep, there you go. And just like that, FS finally win one round for themselves. Still pretty tall order for them to climb.
Much needed.
Much
needed round though for FS Esports, and it was their first gun round coming in. They needed it at all costs. At one point in Garage, when I think someone started missing their shots, I was like, oh no, not again. From a 2v4 situation, there's no way you guys are losing this. But no, they came around and they made their Vandals and Phantoms count, and with that, will lodge the first round of the second half for themselves. 10-5 on the board, but Cohesion is going to come in with full buys as well. So this is where the action really is. These next 2 or 3 rounds, Seth, are going to be crucial.
I agree, and FS really needs to keep running it back and doing what they've been doing best with that last round. And there you go, Kohli takes out SKY, punishing that aggression.
He steals that first kill. He absolutely stole that first kill.
If they're able to pull off through this aggressive plays from Team Cohesion, I think they'll be in a much better spot, and they need to themselves not be aggressive and just play into the hands of Cohesion and instead just let them walk right through, get those cheeky angles off, and hit those headshots. And I think if they do that, they have it in the bag.
Smokey here, teasing fired up, and that's C-Long.
Out of charges.
This is the Jet versus Jet fight at C-Long between Cactus and Fired Up. If it does come down to that, it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top.
I love when players are
30
playing the
seconds
same
left.
agent and it's just a 1v1 and it's a fight to the death of proving that who deserves to be on this character more. iGod gets a beautiful kill on the Nike Zero. Cone gets a nice kill on the iGod. And it's just like that. It's a 3 for it's a 3 for 4. Cohesion.
One
Now
enemy remaining.
using solid around, FS is able to push through, and like I said, they are just letting them play into their hands, and if they keep doing that, I think they found their footing. They just need to solidify that foundation. I think they will have it in the bag, and we might just go into another overtime game if things keep going the way they are for FS, just like this one.
10-6 on the board, and now some relief in the FS esports camp. I'm sure they must be feeling good about themselves. Some confidence going their way. They really needed this. They needed this boost. And now, as a result of that, Team Cohesion is going to be coming in with an eco round. 5 sheriffs set on them. So you have to imagine that they will put this one away. Team FS esports. FSI got very aggressive here.
Yeah, I agree. I got just, you know, he's been a cheeky player. He's been someone who's always liked to go for those cheeky plays, and right now I think he is a little disappointed in his performance, so I can't understand his aggression into making those aggressive plays. But like I said, FS just needs to let Cohesion play into their hands, and they would have it in the bag. And there you go, the drone gets shot. Oh, never mind, Cactus gets a beautiful angle. The drone is giving intel for his team. And SK Wow in a kind of a tricky spot gets a little tagged up. Cactus gets a nice kill on the Nike Zero. Another kill on the SK Wow. Cactus finally showing up. Gets taken out by Omkar, who was probably not paying attention. Omkar was right behind him, but Smoke has got his friends back. And just like that, FS once again proving.
A little bit of a scare there when I saw Cactus being taken down with that sheriff. I was like, hey, what's going on here? But definitely 3 kills, 2 Cactus doing really well to shut that down, that B push down. But it was a full eco round coming in from Team Cohesion. And 10-7 is certainly looking better for Team FS Esports. But if I was in Team Cohesion right now, I'm like, I don't want this momentum shift to continue. We need to put it back. The tide needs to come back in their direction now. Full buys coming in from their side. Cactus with that operator is going to be dangerous. Let's take a look at where he's setting himself up. He is on a short.
And I mean, if iGod is able to pull more moves like that, and if Cactus is able to pull more headshots like that with the op and get those cheeky kills, I think this might just be very quickly turning in the favor of FS, because Cohesion don't seem to have an answer for them for the last 3 rounds, and we have been seeing this team pull it back to back, and right now FS is looking like they are in the driver's seat with a little bit of an advantage in knowing how their team is how the enemy team is operating.
No doubt for now. Very cagey start from Team Cohesion, not committing to any side, showing presence in a very balanced way. SK Wow just mauling that garage window, trying to catch someone off guard. Cody is on top of it though. Ooh.
Okay.
What a combo move here. With a Hunter's Fury and FS Cactus peeking out at the same time, managed to get a pick on to, I believe it was Fired Up who goes
30
down.
seconds left.
Nike Zero. And there you go, Nike Zero gets tagged by the shotgun as Smokey had seen him coming. iGod gets a beautiful kill on the Cone. SK Wow still telling the enemy team, don't count me out just yet. I am still here and not to be messed around with. And there you go, that shock dart might be able to, oh my god!
So much damage, that shock dart was
huge.
huge.
That is a lot of damage.
Oh god, despite that, getting a pick.
Yep.
SK Wow doesn't have full HP. Ooh, gets a pick onto Smokey.
SK Wow gets a beautiful kill on Smokey, but yeah, they should be able to take out SK Wow, no hesitation whatsoever. B2 going in for the division. Astro watching back, and there we have it, folks. B2 confident enough getting the kill, and Astra is shaking heads.
But well done. I mean, He did pretty well there. I mean, SK Wow baiting out that first op shot just to make sure that he had clear access to shoot the spike diffuser, but just somehow not landing that next headshot, unfortunately for him. And there you go. The momentum shift has forced a timeout from Team Cohesion. And you have to think, Seth, these timeouts are pretty strategic. They want to stop this momentum. They can see that FS Esports is building up the rhythm and putting away round after round. And Cohesion is really smart about pulling out a timeout and just taking that 1 minute breather, maybe talking to themselves. Maybe the coach has something to say for them. But hey, let me ask you this: if you're the coach of Team Cohesion right now and you're seeing FS Esports putting away 3 rounds back to back after being dominant in the first half, what are you going to be telling your players that makes them go back out there and perform the very best?
I think the one thing that I would be telling my team is do not be aggressive. You're being punished for your aggression. And right now, if they keep, and they've been doing that time and time again, and for now, they need to take out the opera first. And if they're not able to take out the opera, if they see the opera at one side, they definitely don't need to be going back into his. I think they need to run a bait and switch, and they need to be very clinical about how they approach it, because if they keep doing the same things they've been doing, FS is going to take the bag. FS is in a very good spot. They're able to defend very, very, very carefully and very, very practically. They're able to stop any sort of aggressive pushes. So I think that Team Cohesion just needs to take those 1 or 2 picks, played nice, played nice and easy. And when they have 1 pick, I think they should go in for that site all in. I don't think that they should be worried, because SK Wow has shown time and time again that he is a top fragger for a reason, and this man has been on fire, and he just has to find his pace once more.
I actually agree, man. And you talked about aggression, and we also talked about struggling duelists. And in the second half, though, on the side of Team Cohesion, while SK Wow has been popping off on the other end, Fired Up has struggled a little bit with just 8 kills to his name. I hope that changes for him. He does have the Blaze Storm, but he's going to be in trouble here. He will get taken down. Smokey with the Hunter's Fury is able to punish Fired Up, who was under heaven, and now once again FS will have that man advantage.
B2 has a beautiful cam that he's been finding and reconning for his team, but yeah, there you go, Cohesion. Like I said, if they get that pick, they need to be aggressive with that, and they were able to take out that site, and they're not willing to take it back. They need to put up more of a fight. Smoke gets a nice shock dart. Is he able to get a shock dart? And Nanostorm will keep the team at bay as he goes in for that defuse. And I think he got it in the bag. And Cactus will take out the last man standing.
That was really well done.
Round.
That was really well done from FS Esports. That those last 2 players, Smokey and Cactus, combining beautifully to bait in. I think it was Nike Zera in the end, who I thought would have enough utility to deny the spike defuse, but it wasn't to be. And another round in the bag for FS Esports. This match has been, this is the pattern. Each team puts on 4 rounds, and then the next team puts on 4 rounds, and then the next team puts on 4 rounds. It's just been back and forth, and now we're seeing the same thing again. The scoreline was 10-4, Seth, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was literally 10-4, and this team has brought it back 5 rounds, and right now, as of right now, they're looking unstoppable. They're really, really making it work, and man, it is getting a little tough to see Cohesion not being able to penetrate through the defenses. But again, like I said, if they're able to get those 1 picks, and there you go, Omkar with that beautiful pick on Nicole, they might just be running it down on side C. I think that they need to stop taking way too much time and giving the enemy
another pick.
There you go, Fired Up, another pick.
Oh,
B2
no.
gets a bit on SKY, Cone on to B2, and just like that, it is in Cohesion's favor right now.
This was an eco round, Seth. This was an eco round for Team Cohesion. They just bought pistols.
Like I said, Cohesion just, if they know that they're able to get those picks, they need to be aggressive with that. And if they're aggressive with that, I think they're able to push it.
Fired Up gets another kill,
Marshall.
my god.
No, he does
my
not.
gosh.
And Cohesion. What the heck?
A thrifty round. How to break momentum? Let's not buy any guns. Let's just go in with our classics, and let's go in with those frenzies and the marshals. And unbelievable. I mean, the skill on display today is unreal, folks. It is unreal.
There you go, Fired Up back on that op once more. I'm excited to see this guy get some crazy picks for his team. And Nike Zera not too far away either. all the team, I mean, SKY definitely pulling a lot more weight than he should be, but the entire team is in double digits, and I think they're looking in a very good spot to take this game. They just play it very surgically and perfectly. Holy gets tagged a little bit, but not too much. He knows where the enemy is. Omkar might be in a little bit of trouble. A nice smoke by him. Will Holy be foolish enough to push that? Omkar gets spotted out, instantly tagged, but not for a lot. A nice teleport coming out. SKY still standing back and watching for his team. Again, makes a push for it. There you go. IGOT gets taken out. IGOT takes out Nightzera. A 4-for-4 on both teams. Smoke A versus SKY. Two very heavy duelers for both their teams. Putting those numbers up. Getting their team the advantage. SKY again looking for Coley, and he might be able to spot him. He does! SKY! Amazing! A pop flash. Will he be able to find anyone?
He needs to be worried because I think there is an
The
operator.
wall didn't go through.
But there's an operator on the other side, so good move here to jump
There
off.
is.
30
Cactus
seconds left.
Has a site, but not onto site C. SK out right now, just trying to get a couple kills. B2 watching a wonderful angle, trying to stop anything that SK might be thinking.
And take a look at what's happening at site A, Seth. Omkar has arrived and he's told his team that there's no one here.
10
He's
seconds
guarding the entry, but that shock dart from
Oh,
Smoke
the
A.
shock dart is gonna get him!
Ooh, he somehow survives. What is the HP on that?
Shock dart.
36.
There you go, Cactus takes him out. Man, this is a game indeed. Omkar, will he be able to get a kill on the Cactus? He does not. Cactus too far, too fast and too quick with that op and
Last player standing.
jet. SK though still takes out two.
This
man is
man,
on fire.
this man. Smoke A has a lot to deal with here. An op and a long.
enemy
And
remaining.
SK behind.
Oh, this might not be a defuse in the favor, and he might just be playing it for time. Goes for the defuse. SK, you beast!
He absolutely saved that round for his team. And Team Cohesion,
Match point.
with that, has taken this match into match point. 12-9 on the board. And while we were talking about FS Esports starting to string together those rounds, Team Cohesion have showed up here and turning that tide back. That's what we talked about so many times. Turning that tide back. And I want to go back and talk about Omkar and what he did. And how he secured the site for his team and just held that position outside of CT. And the comms were sure, I'm sure the comms were like, you guys need to come A right now because there's no one here. And come A they did. And in the end, it was the right move. Cone now droning a shot. He does have the Hunter's Fury, so this drone is dangerous.
It is dangerous, but if it's accompanied by SK I really like it. SK has shown so much potential this game. I think he's almost at a 30 kills. This man might just be able to pat down that number after this round. This guy is just ruthless, absolutely ruthless. When we feel like he has nothing to offer, he brings it back for his team so many times. A nice wall coming in from him. IGOT might have sights on him. B2 takes out Omkar. Omkar might be kicking himself. SKY might have his position given because of that cypher. A nice hunter coming from Smoke. Smoke gets another kill on the cone. SKY and Nightzera, two people left for their team. Will they be able to run it back?
remaining.
Oh, not so fast! SKY is shut down by Smoke A.
It's a 1v2 situation. Nightzera.
Banana Swarm. Oh!
Well played.
Okay, takes out
Well played.
Nightzera, and just like that, it's a 12 for 10.
And there's that combination you talked about earlier, and not allowing your teammate to take the damage as he's defusing the spike, doing that all-important job. Smoke A is there to deny Nightzera. For now though, because Team Cohesion is still on match point, and I think they're feeling pretty good about themselves. A quick review of the economies will show you that two of the players don't have guns in this round. They don't have buys. Three players, my apologies. Fired Up, Omkar and Cone. So will they go for the force buy and push for that 13-10 this round? Or do they want to eco? It looks like they are going in for the force buy, and I love to see that. I love to see that. The aggression, they believe in themselves. Team Cohesion putting it on the line. Because if they lose this round, it's pretty much guarantees an overtime, because they will have to do an eco in the last round of regular play.
Yeah, and I don't think that Cohesion is too excited to be going into another eco round for both teams. This might be the do or die. Smoke again with a beautiful drone. Does spot out, fired up. Also spots out Cone. It might have given them a little bit too much intel. A beautiful paranoia from Omkar gets shot out, but
Spike down.
Cohesion
C.
takes this.
One
And
enemy
will they
remaining.
win right here, right now?
I think this is it. I think this is it, Seth.
Yep.
Spike planted.
I think this might just be it. Like I said, they were able to get that cheeky play, be a little bit aggressive when they know they can, and iGod might just be out of his depth here. Really praying for a miracle, his whole team counting on him. And
There was
just
no
like
way.
that, Team
Attackers
Cohesion. We will not be going into
charges
round
left.
3, game 3.
Yet again, the curse continues,
Wow.
Seth. What is up with this tournament? Not
Wow.
a single match has gone into a best of 3. We have finished at 2-0 once again. Team Cohesion, you talked about the 30 bomb. Take a look at the scoreboard, Seth. SK Wow, 30 and 16. That is unbelievable. An average combat score of 373. Team Cohesion, they were clinical in that last round coming in from Garage. There was such a flurry of trades coming in, but in the end, Team Cohesion holding their own, and it was all too much for iGot to do himself. And we'll talk about iGot in just a bit, but SK Wow, the standout performer for me in this match. Maybe both in map 1 and map 2, because he has been the match MVP consistently. Only 2 first bloods to his name, but 30 kills and 16 deaths. This man was unstoppable today. Using those run it backs, how effective were his run it backs? Unbelievable.
Man, that was... Oh, I don't have any words. SK Wow really put his team on his back, and truly someone who deserves to be treated after that game. Man, his team definitely should be glad that he was on their side, because holy crap, this man just showed up. He literally showed up and got those 4Ks, 3Ks left and right, front and center. He was not having it one bit, and I don't know what he was doing last game, but this game he definitely made his presence known. I think the enemy, yeah, FS, it was just a tough luck day for them. Smoke definitely tried his best and did his job, but man, SKY was just a little bit too much to handle for them.
I think so. And Smokey, I mean, credit to Smokey, right? He's been out there. He's getting the intel. He's doing the recons. He's droning them out, and he's fragging out for his team. And somewhere you have to think that Team FS somehow just didn't get their duelists going. And we talked about how Cactus and iGod was struggling at halftime, and I think Cactus really turned it on in the halftime, and he managed to end with 17 kills to his name. But somewhere iGod just couldn't find it in him today, and that's just how it is. Sometimes you have bad days, and there's nothing much you can do about it. Kohli, 9 and 18. He was a little bit hot and cold. I thought there were a couple of situations where he gave those impact kills for his team, but beyond that, there really wasn't much for him to do. But guess who's got the most first bloods again? Seth. It's Nightzera again.
Nightzera, yeah. Like, this man he's been consistent. He's always been doing his work, man.
Is he
this
playing
guy
the wrong
came to
agent?
work today.
Is he playing the wrong agent?
I don't know. Maybe you need to put him on a fragger. We'll just have to find out at the finals today.
I think so, man. I think so, folks. That pretty much wraps up our semi-final one, and it looks like we have our first finalist for this tournament. It is going to be Team Cohesion who will be going into that final, which is scheduled for Sunday. And if you're new to the stream, this is an 8-team knockout that we're conducting. We are League Ego. We are an esports organization, and we organize tournaments both in the US and in India. And this particular tournament is for a prize pool of 50,000 rupees. You heard that right. 50 big ones, and that's what these teams are fighting for. Every single round is being played out as a best of 3, except for the finals, which is going to be a best of 5, and that is scheduled for Sunday. So if you haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do, and click on that bell icon so you get notified on when we go live. The other huge announcement is that the Battle Pass giveaway is still live. So if you haven't yet gone to our Instagram, make sure you do follow us. We announce a new winner every Wednesday, every Wednesday. So if you're feeling lucky and you want a Battle Pass and you just don't want to buy it yourself, make sure to jump into the description and click on our Instagram link, and you should be able to see the instructions from there. Next up, folks, in just about an hour, we are all set for Team Valor taking on ROG Academy, and that's an exciting game as well. Seth and me both talked about it. Seth has his money on ROG Academy, but personally for me, I think it's going to be Team Valor who's going to come out on top, but we're going to have to wait and see. And the winner of that match is going to be facing off against Cohesion in the grand finals on Sunday. I am super psyched about it. Just before we leave, everyone, set any predictions for semi-final 2, Team Valor and ROG. I know you told me that you're backing ROG Academy, but any final thoughts?
I will say my money is on ROG just because they won 13-1 against Asteria, and so that was nothing to be joked around with. Man, they gave no room, none whatsoever. They were just going in and going in, getting those kills, and just very quickly making it an easy game for themselves. So, final thoughts, I think it would be a glorious battle between ROG and Valor, and whatever team comes out, fingers crossed ROG, because I'm supporting them. Whatever team comes out, they definitely deserve it, and it would be an incredible fight, and that is one game that I'm hoping to go into Game 3.
I agree, and like you said, whoever wins, I think is going to make for some intense Valorant action. And I mean, this match itself, how intense was it? 14-12 in that first map and 13-10. I mean, no doubt these were close games, and it just wasn't Team FS Esports' day. On another day, it could have been them coming out on top, but it just wasn't to be. But GG's and well played to both teams, man, and congratulations to Team Cohesion for sure for sealing that final spot. Folks, with that, the stream pretty much comes to an end. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you do. We'll be back live in less than an hour at 10 p.m. for the second semi-final, so make sure you guys are tuning in for that. I'll see you guys then.
Game over. 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 over. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over.